It's always fun when Disney confirms something that's been rumored for so long. We didn't know what Project 89 was for the longest time, and Disney has officially confirmed that it's a brand new Disney resort. First and foremost, let's dive into all of those details, and then I'm going to dig a little bit deeper and tell you what I think Disney might have planned for us in the future. Disney officially confirmed that they will be using the River Country spot next to Fort Wilderness for a brand new deluxe resort at Walt Disney World. This new deluxe resort will be themed to complement its natural surroundings and will include more than 900 hotel rooms, and once it's approved, it will be the 16th Disney Vacation Club resort. So far, no official name release for this new resort, but that's not unexpected. I have a feeling Disney will tell us the name in the not-so-distant future. However, they did give us an artist rendering of what the new resort might look like. Disney goes on to tell us that the resort experience will be a celebration of Walt Disney's lifelong love and respect for nature, with some fun and even surprising accommodation types that families will find irresistible. The new River Country Resort, at least that's what I'm calling it until we get an official name, will open in 2022, at least that's what the schedule says, and will be located between Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. That is all the official information that we have from Disney at the time of filming. However, traveling around the internet right now is a possible name of this new resort. I wanted to bring it to your attention. However, keep in mind, this is from the internet, so it could be totally wrong. Just an idea. Disney Discovery Lodge. What do you think of that name? I think it sounds okay, not bad, but I'm wondering how they're going to differentiate Wilderness Lodge from this new Disney River Country Lodge. Now that I say that out loud, River Country Lodge actually sounds pretty good. I don't know if that's going to be it. That's probably not going to be it, just keep that in mind. But River Country used to be there, so it would tie in pretty well. Now before we dive into the details of the artist rendering, and don't you worry, I am going to do that, let's talk about those irresistible accommodations that Disney mentioned in this confirmation. Irresistible accommodations, to me, right away, that says a new type of theme. We have the pirate room theme at the Caribbean Beach Resort, and we have other themes throughout deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World, but what could they do differently here at this new River Country Resort? Now, I have no idea what's on Disney's mind. Not at all, I'm just guessing here, but one thought comes to mind for me. Right now we have Wilderness Lodge with views of nature that are really, really nice. How can Disney differentiate this River Country Lodge, that's again what I'm calling it for now, from Wilderness Lodge? To me, they can incorporate some factors of technology. The problem with this is that if you want to experience nature, you don't necessarily want to experience the technology. So how could Disney hide the technology from us but still incorporate an irresistible experience? To me, they could have maybe a balcony or some kind of view or window, whatever it is, and then the balcony basically expands to the top and bottom and sides of your room so that you feel totally immersed in the environment that you're around. To me, it just sounds amazing. Can you imagine walking into your room and it feels like you're just walking on like a dirt path because there are just screens all over the place? I know for some that doesn't sound great because there are just screens that you're looking at, but you're looking outside and it kind of like extends nature into your room without having just trees growing through your room. Just one thought that comes to mind for me. I'm sure there are much better ones, and I have a feeling Disney won't do that, but it's just one thought. Let me know yours in the comments below. Now that we know the general theme and the fact that they have something special planned for those themed rooms, can't wait to find out more about that, let's dive into this artist rendering. Now I do have to admit, the first time I looked at this artist rendering, I thought to myself, I'm confused. Are we doing nature or are we doing kind of like modern architecture? Because to me, that looks very, very modern for those buildings, but the front is very nature themed. And the more and more I look at it, the more I get used to it. The more I can see the fact that they're trying to kind of incorporate some really good, advanced, modern technology and buildings into the nature feel. They're trying to combine the two together. I feel like this is actually a really nice looking resort, especially considering some of the other resorts we've seen recently. Not saying that the other resorts don't look as nice. Riviera and the Coronado Springs Tower, they do look nice, but of the three that I've seen recently in these renderings, this one I think actually might be my favorite. I think the reason why I like this one so much is because it's so unique, and don't forget, this is an artist rendering. All the ones we've seen so far are all artist renderings, but this one does look very Disney. I think that's the best way to put it. Even with those relatively modern buildings in the back there, you can still see the touches of nature. You can see it's built with stone and built with wood a little bit, bit. You can see touches of it everywhere. The warmer colors coming from throughout, and don't forget, again, artist rendering. However, you can see trees all around that front entrance, foliage everywhere. I cannot wait to learn more about it. I have no doubt that we'll be learning more about this brand new river country resort very, very soon. I can't wait to hear about the dining experiences and other things coming soon. But there is another part of this announcement from Disney that I wanted to go over with you. George Kalogridis, the president of Walt Disney World Resort, not the whole company, just the resort, said, and I quote, "We continue to add new attractions, new lands, and these beautiful accommodations will be right in the heart of all of the magic." When he says right in the heart of all of the magic, he's talking about the location. So is there something else going on in Disney's mind for the future and why they're building it here? Before we get into this wild and crazy idea that I have, let's talk about that where. It is located between Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground and Wilderness Lodge, but where specifically? I think that the most likely spot for this new resort is right where River Country is right now, which is actually really, really close to Mickey's Backyard Barbecue and the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review. As convenient as that location no doubt will be, it makes me worry just a little bit about bus transportation to and from this resort. Now, I have very little doubt that this new resort will have easy and convenient boat transportation, whether it's a new dock or a dock right close by to where they are. Some boat to get from that location to the Magic Kingdom is going to be very, very easy. However, the bus transportation, I have a feeling, and this is just my feeling, not confirmed, could be totally wrong, that the bus transportation will be shared with either Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, less likely, or Wilderness Lodge, more likely in my opinion. Even though Wilderness Lodge is further away from River Country than Fort Wilderness is from River Country, I have this funny feeling like Disney does not want to change the bus route for Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, and instead will share the bus between Wilderness Lodge and this new River Country Lodge, located right next door. So it'll be a little bit longer, a little bit of a detour, but I have a feeling that's the situation. I don't know this for sure. This could be totally wrong, maybe a totally new bus route, but I have a feeling they're going to share with either Fort Wilderness or Wilderness Lodge. Now let's get back to that quote from Mr. Kalogridis. "These beautiful accommodations will be right in the heart of all of the magic." Does that just mean next to the Magic Kingdom? It could, absolutely. Near the other resorts, it would make a lot of sense to say that. However, is this a hint for perhaps something more? I cannot stress how much this next thought is only from my imagination. Nowhere else, no rumors, no speculation, just from Michael's mind. What if Disney is building all of these new resorts, and I can count the Riviera Resort, the Coronado Tower, the Star Wars Hotel, and this new River Country Lodge, along with the new Epcot Resort, which is still rumored? What if they're doing all of this in preparation for something really big? What if they're expanding to a whole new park and a possible fifth gate? I cannot tell you how unlikely this is. It is extremely unlikely that Disney is thinking about a fifth gate right now, maybe a new water park perhaps, but I think they're just talking about being around the magic and the other resorts in the Magic Kingdom. But I just wanted to share it with you because it has been going through my head like crazy, and I just wanted to share that with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below of this new River Country Lodge. What do you think it'll be named? What do you think about those special irresistible accommodations? And do you think there's a possibility that Disney's building all of these new resorts for a fifth gate or something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We could all be wrong. It's okay. All we know for sure is what I mentioned in the beginning. Everything else just rumor, speculation, and our imagination. With all of these new accommodations going up, there is very little doubt that we'll need more resort hopping time in the future. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.